Guys, welcome to the Shay Speaks Life channel, what I'm called. It's gonna get you right channel. Look though, this will be a collective message. Guys, keep in mind that energy is fluid. This could have already happened in the past. This could be happening right now in the present or about to happen in the future. Take what applies and let the rest fly. You feel me? They said if it don't fit, then you must have quit. Anyway, moving on. I've already asked that my ancestors and spirit team go ahead and return back to sender. Any black magic or any negative energy sent this way, and so would be Ashe, Ashe. Okay, just period. Let's see what's going on here. Happy birthday to all of my Aries gang, and friends. Now let the reading begin. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Just had a full moon. We are in a full moon period in Libra here. Someone's afraid of having their faith. They feel unstable, unsecure here. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Somebody's afraid of their faith. I feel like for a group of you, someone says, I have faith and hope in our connection in us. I know that you have been brought into my life for a reason and it's bigger than the both of us. I know that we are destined to be together and have faith on God that they will find the way for us. Okay. And I'm afraid to tell you, to let you know once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you or avoid. So that's why I am avoiding you here. I have to overcome this myself. Okay, so somebody has been afraid. They've been avoiding here. Speaking with you, collective. They say they have faith in y'all connection, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. This person who lacks faith, they lack the faith that you have here, collective. I feel like this person that you were connected to, and at the end they say that you are theirs, and they say you mine, honey. Okay, with they cuckoo for crazy for cuckoo puffs. Okay, I feel like for a group of you here, you're standing tall in your faith here. Okay, where people have come into your life to question your faith. Okay, by for whatever that it is here, guys. You know what I mean? Whether it's, what your beliefs are here, what you put your hopes into. And I would always encourage you to put your hopes into yourself here. You got to tap into your star player, what drives you, what gets you grounded here, collective. Because you are not grounded for a group of you here. You feel like something's a little shaky here. You feel like your foundation has been shaken up for a group of you here. And so for a group of you, you may feel a little insecure here, unstable here, guys. Something that has you afraid to be your authentic and true self here for a group of you. Yeah. Like stand on your 10. You know what I'm saying? This is who you are. This is what you stand for. Be able to speak on your faith here, collective. Don't be afraid here to speak on your faith. If you guys are, religious and, stand on your 10. You know what I'm saying? If that's what's driving you, that's keeping you grounded here, by all means, I'm for it. You feel me? If it's not hurting you or nobody else, yes, go ahead. Yes, 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 yes. And for a group of you who are spiritual here, I feel like some people in your life or a group or a community here, whether it be family members or friends here, I feel like for a group of you who have turned to a different faith or a different belief system here, I feel like for a group of you who are more spiritual based here, right? You're not with the majority here. We're in the Western Hemisphere here. In the Western Hemisphere, okay, we have mostly religious that guides us here in Christianity as the primary here. And then we have sectors, right, of different parts, different other religions here. I'm talking about whether if you're Muslim, you know what I'm saying? If you got the Quran by your hand and that's what's guiding you here, and you're afraid here to step out on your faith here, or you're afraid to profess your faith here. I feel like for a group of you who practice Buddhism, you know what I'm saying? For a group of you, do not be afraid here to step out on your faith here, collective. If Jesus is your savior and that's your Lord and is guiding you to be a better person and having you to tap into your star player and to get grounded here and secure. This is what this is about. Your faith should have you grounded, collective. If your faith got you all over the place and not feeling secure and stable and growing here with endurance, you might need to check yourself. Check your star player or something like that. Wow. Somebody's going through a karmic battle here. Yeah. Please be patient with my progress and growth and change as I come into my power. I feel like for a group of you, the person that you have been connecting to, and this could be you, take it as it applies, guys. The person that you have been dealing with here or had a connection with, you guys are not connected right now. I feel like since they have come in encounter with you, it's helping them to maybe step into their faith. I feel like they may think a little differently than the status quo of everyone else. You know what I mean? If they want to, they may be more spiritual but scared to really you know, dive deep all the way into it. They may be afraid of what others may think, what family members, what their friend groups may think about them here. Who am I talking to? But it makes you feel, not secure and grounded here. Somebody says that you theirs. I felt like they let you walk away because of maybe your different belief system here. You guys had different beliefs. Somebody was more religious, somebody was more spiritual. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I felt like this person here, they were afraid of they're heavily influenced. This person you were with was heavily influenced by their friends here or family members, and you have a different faith. You're more spiritual. Whoever I'm talking to, divine feminines, divine masculines, you're more spiritual than religious. So this person maybe their family or they've known to be traditional to go to church and be and so it caused a little rift even though you guys connected here. And this person still says that you are mine. Okay. I want to take the honor and path towards you. So I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I'm coming to tell you how I feel. So this person has some karmic battles here that they had to deal with for a group of you. Somebody may be coming back to spin the corner. I feel like this person here, they lack instability here and groundedness since you've left their life here. And this has them afraid to step out on faith and step out on themselves here on what they let them guide their own life here. Wow. You can't live nobody's life but yours. You can't let nobody, you know what I'm saying? You can't live through somebody else here. You done made your own decision for your life. Go on now. Yeah. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for a new beginning. Somebody wants to come back for a new beginning while they've gone through their karmic battles here, collective. They had their own lessons that they needed to learn here. And you did not wait for this person. You did not. Because they had a poker face. They said that you was their world, you my world, but they had a poker face. And that poker face, you didn't know how they really felt about you here. You didn't even think that you made an impression here on this person. They still had some shadow work to do, baby. Yeah. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in my mind when I'm making decisions and include you in all my plans. Yeah. This person had to really battle with themselves. They had to do some work on themselves here, collective. Somebody needs faith to get out of either a situation, whether that be a friend group or a family or a toxic ex-lover that's holding on. Somebody that this person that you were connected to was holding on or a connection elsewhere. I feel. Let me go to the T. Let's find out what's hitting beneath because you guys are not together and it's causing them to be off balance here. Okay, with groundedness in reverse. Yeah. This person I felt like was supposed to come back for you here. When I said that new beginnings, expect new beginnings, this person was insecure here. They battled with insecurities here. You knew this already, collective. Yeah. You knew this. You knew this about this person here. You knew that they were insecure and they battled through insecurities here. This is why they weren't stable here. You knew they weren't stable. You seen the instabilities, the hot and cold, you know what I mean? Yeah. But this person says this is the karmic battles that they're having to, go through, fighting through those insecurities here. You may have called them out about this here, collective. New beginnings here. After you allow this to fall apart here. Again, falling into pieces. This person's insecurities here allowed your relationship and connection to fall apart here completely. And while this person allowed y'all connection here to fall apart, this is why you should be expecting a new beginning here, collective. Yeah. You highlighted this person's insecurities. You even called them out on their insecurities, collective. Okay, you are because you already felt it, you already knew it. You knew what insecurities felt like or experienced because you had to battle through your own, collective. Clock that T, baby. Yeah. Things started to fall apart in this person's life. And this is why you have a new beginning coming through. Poo, poo. Yeah. Mm. I feel like this person, you're going to allow them to continue on their journey here with their battles here. I feel like even though they may come back, they even may come back to apologize, but it's gonna be dry. I feel like it's gonna be a fake ass apology here. I got sexual protection in reverse. Somebody gonna be pregnant. Somebody, look, I'm just saying. Y'all done already left this person, you in a new connection, and I'm telling you, if you busted it a ride open around April or March, my dear, then you might be having a little one. Okay? I'm just saying, for real. If you're not using protection, be expecting. Somebody's expecting somebody pregnant. Somebody's going to be getting pregnant here in this new beginning. Whoever this new person that you're going to come in contact with, collective, is going to be your partner. I feel like it is going to be past this partner. I feel like you had to open up this person's mind. This person was more 3D, more practical, more logical base here. This ex of yours or this person you were connected to that says that you are theirs here, which clearly they are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If they, because of their insecurities, they allowed you to fall by the wayside because they didn't have no balance here. They weren't grounded enough. They were, afraid here to really move forward in the connection with you. I feel like, collective, because of your belief system. Because you know what I'm saying, it may be different, even though they may like it. They may, you know what I'm saying, rock with it to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But they're worried about, how it looks, to their image here. This is why they may have rejected you or you rejected them. Yeah, they didn't keep that promise here. Okay, so somebody rejected a promise here. Somebody's told, you know what I'm saying? They might have told you that they were going to do this, that they were going to speak up, or they were supposed to, but they rejected you instead here, or they rejected your belief system here. And what they said they would do. Some of you guys, this person made promises to you. They future faked you. We gonna do this, we gonna do that in the future, and I promise you, once this happens, and then when that happens, something else happens. Well, when this happens, it'd be a new bar every time or something like that. Yeah. You rejected this person, you ran away from this person here. I felt like for a group of you, you felt that they had you in a private relationship for a group of you here. And this is why you ran away. This is why this person could ride a motorcycle. I'm hearing Anthony, Adam, Brandon. Okay. Gary, Gerard, Damon, Michael. Yeah. David. Melvin, Marcus. Okay. Okay, look. I felt like you ran away from them because you felt they had you in a private relationship. You knew they had you in a private. It was like the way that they started to move here. Okay, you could tell. This was why the promise that they told you that was gonna be just you and it's just me and you. Ooh, baby. Okay, do. Okay. They didn't keep that promise, baby, and you rejected them and ran away from the connection. Once you start to see that they was full of Well, I got spiritual hate at the bottom of the deck here. Like I said, they might have hated on your spirituality collective. You may be a light worker, a spiritual healer. You might have work in divination here. Okay, I really feel like for a group of you, that's why faith came out first. The difference in your faith, and I felt like maybe they didn't give you a chance or give it a chance to understand who you are and what you stand for or your beliefs here. It's kind of like on the surface, you do this, oh nah, you know what I'm saying? And so if it didn't fall in line with the majority here, as you've been conditioned here, then this person here was not willing to be open enough to understand. So what you don't understand here, you deem as, evil, or you discard it, you trash it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel like for a group of you, you are some spiritual healers. You're powerful here in the community. Your faith is very strong here. You are, I'm talking to some chosen ones or something like that who speak the truth. A lot of people do hate on your spirituality because you speak the truth. 1555 on the timer. Yeah, you guys have light. You are the light and the truth here, magic and power here. You're very powerful here. And I felt like you challenged this person here in that aspect. They liked it. They kind of liked it, but they were scared of it, collective. They ain't never dealt with no powerful being 1616 on the summer. They ain't never dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Your type of caliber, a divine feminine or a divine masculine. So they hid you away here in a private relationship. You ran from this connection, collective. You have a new beginning now. Like, what's I'm telling you, somebody about to be pregnant. I got into you, groupie, shine. Yeah, your light irritates their demons. This person just wanted to hump on you, poo-poo. Yeah, you might have felt like y'all had good chemistry or great vibes, but this was just a damn groupie. They just was a clout chaser. You might have some status, or you might, do what you do in the spiritual community for a group of you. You might have platforms, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might even have good chemistry and it's positive vibes when they get with you, but they're really a damn groupie. It's whoever trained that's hot right about now, they ready to jump on. Because your light irritates they demons up. I'm telling you, up on the spiritual hater. I feel like what you represent here, collective, is the light and the truth. You have morals and standards here. And they don't like that about you, collective. They would much rather, keep that away here. Wow, I have impersonator and then divination abuser. What I said, and boss daddy in reverse impersonator. Somebody that didn't try to impersonate you, that was a divination abuser, collective. They didn't did spell work on you. They didn't try to impersonate you and it didn't work. I have impersonator in reverse here. So so I'm feeling another energy coming busted on in here on your spirituality, collective. We're going back to the spirituality and the faith here. Yeah, you got a group here, somebody who act like they was so for you, but they just was riding the clout on you or something like that. And your light, it's like whatever that it is that you do in the spiritual community. You might be a speaker, you know what I'm saying? You might be clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant here. You have psychic medium here, Reiki healer here, or you know what I mean? It's something that even, using your voice to speak here is very healing or something like that. And they don't like that. They tried to copy that. They liked it, but they didn't like it for you. They liked it for themselves. So I have an impersonator, poo-poo. Somebody who tried to look like you, dress like you, talk like you, but they can't be you. But they hate on you. And they're a divination abuser, which means, and this is a boss daddy. This could have been somebody that you were in a relationship, somebody who's a fake ass CEO, okay, a not so divine masculine or not so divine emperor here. They put on for the put on here, and they like to do spell work to acquire here their accolades in life. When they get ahead in life, or they may appear to have it all together and they're a business owner and they're stable and secure, they're in reverse here and they're doing spell work on you, collective. This fake boss daddy, look, boss daddy will be big D energy, so they don't have no big D energy here. They're not a business owner. They didn't lost their business or they're slacked off and they're not stable here. This will be rich, which means it's in reverse. They're poor as hell, and it's because they've been doing divination abusing on you, collective, for your spiritual gifts and talents or something like that. Yeah, they've been doing work, heavy work on you because you rejected them. Okay, so sway. Okay, now it's coming together. I feel like for a group of you, this ex of yours that came into your life, karmic, very karmic, they were using you as a leg up, you know what I'm saying, for clout here to get themselves to make themselves look more well and established. So they wanted to go ahead and tie you down real quick, collective, by keeping a promise here, right? They want to go ahead and keep a promise to you and propose to you or something like that, like we're gonna be together forever, and you rejected that. Once you got a taste of who they really were, you had to reject them and run away here. I felt like because this person was not who they claimed to have been, they had a lot of insecurities here. How you gonna be a boss daddy and you insecure here? Okay, you're insecure about how you look, how you move, how you talk. You're insecure about, your partnership. You're insecure all the way around because you haven't done no healing here, collective. You already knew this because you've done the work here, collective. Yeah. This boss daddy, this boss daddy in reverse is a scammer. They do bad business deals here. Yeah, they allow things to fall apart here, collective. And when they did allow things to fall apart, you ran away from the connection here. This person wanted to keep you in a private relationship, and they wanted to be you. Collective, this person wanted to be you. So again, you must be an entrepreneur or a business owner or something like that yourself, and they wanted to do spell work on you, collective. Wow. Black magic, voodoo, death magic here. For a group of you with the spiritual hater here, like, yeah, this is, but they wanted to be you. I feel like you guys speak the truth here in the spiritual community. You have some influence here. And this is what this fake ass boss daddy here, okay? What they wanted a piece of the pie because your light shine. Okay, what? Your light irritates them demons within them. They didn't got readings on you, collective. They have. And they've tried to be you, but it didn't work, poo-poo. All right. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Y'all see? Look, okay. So, and look, and I positive that's 22, baby. Look, I'm telling you, whatever that it is that you do in the spiritual community here, you want to continue on progressing here. Because this person, everybody love what you're doing here. Even people want to be you, and it ain't working, poo. I feel like this person's your copycat or something like that, though they hate on you. But then they want to have your gifts here, collective. They don't want you to have the gifts, but they want the gifts. And this is why I got that divination abuser with this boss daddy. This person you could have been in a relationship with. This could be the father of your children here. Yeah, my dear. Somebody got some legal issues coming on. You having to dust it off a love story. This person is not it. Legit. They're having to learn that, by having faith here, where what it could do for you here, it's almost like, again, you brought them maybe closer to God because of how you moved, and they seen how you, like, who you really are. Okay, how you handled them or handled the situation at hand. Because you could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have, I'm just saying. You could have, you could have really did them dirty or something like that. This person, though, I feel like this ex that you rejected here, they needed to work on themselves so they could be upright. Yeah. And if they went out there abusing divination, getting readings on you, collective, trying to see what your next move, what you doing, what you got going on, mad with you because you got, you know what I'm saying, with what you got going on. You got a new beginning underway here. And you could be getting pregnant. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody gonna be getting pregnant. If you, of course, are beyond childbearing years, you got your tubes tied or something like that, of course, Of course, come on now. But if you are, and you know what I'm saying, and you could have children, Yeah, if them tools side of God, if you got faith, having faith, baby, let me tell you something. When you have the faith, what they say, as tiny as a wood, if you have faith, baby, you can have a child with your tubes tied. Okay, just period. What advice do you have here for the collective? Why this person sitting up here damn doing for the simple fact that you're not with this person and they got to do magic on you with the divination. They getting readings on you, collective. They be doing moon magic. So around the moon cycles, they probably did a ritual around just now. We just had a full moon here in Libra here. Time to breathe out. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. This okay. So look, for a group of you here, you doing well. I feel like whatever business, whatever that you got going on, to the point to where people want to be you. And this ex of yours, they actually want to be you. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, don't get the big head so quick here. Okay, take a breather here. Yeah, time to take a breath out. Don't let pride get in your way here. Don't get the big head. Don't let ego rule you here. Like you're doing well in whatever that you're doing here. With this new beginning that you have coming into play, they're going to be so into you. I feel like this newer connection that you gonna end up getting pregnant. This person, y'all gonna have good chemistry, great vibes. It's gonna be a positive relationship or connection here. So just wrap it up if you ain't trying to get it. Okay. And I feel like take some time here. Don't get the big head here. You are ahead of the game here, and continue moving forward here, collective. You are shining at this time, remember, because shine is out here. Your light irritates their demons. You're shining bright like a diamond. Okay, you shining out there. You feel me? Yeah, you're shining at whatever that you is in your spirituality or your faith or whatever that it is that you subscribe to, collective. I have surrendered to the divine, just period. Okay, yeah, take time to breathe out and surrender to the divine. Full moon. Some of you guys could have just surrendered here last night to the divine here. Being able to get downloads here. Yeah, you able to move, listen to your ancestors and move how they tell you to move now. Not how you want to move here, collective. I feel like, yeah, you got some great energy here coming your way, shifting here into April, the end of April here, collective. Yeah. And also you want to protect yourself because this person, I feel like this ex of yours that you may have turned down, you may have left them, you may have turned down the engagement. You may have revoked your offer or rejected the offer of wanting to even, spend a lifetime with this person here. And ever since then, this person has been hating on you, collective. This person has definitely been getting readings done on you, getting voodoo and getting little dolls made of you. They didn't got some of your, some of your old, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of your old belongings here, you may have left there while you live with this person here. They didn't took some of those items, put them on the altar or giving it to get some work done on that. But that's old energy, collective. So Spirit wants you to know they got your back here. The end of a tough cycle here. What? The end of a tough cycle approaches here. Full moon in Capricorn here. Yeah. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn here. Looks like that cycle here is coming to an end here. I feel like this divination that they're doing, this spell work and all that stuff, that is coming to an end here. I really feel like because this spiritual hater, they see that it's not working here and they're spending more time, energy, effort, and money into the wind here, collective, where there should have been bringing love into the situation with new moon in Aquarius here, bringing where they should have been bringing love into the situation with you. They brought a lot of hate and envy and jealousy. This person was a groupie here, but they also was a hater, and they wanted to impersonate you here, collective, because you're doing quite well for yourself. Do not let pride get into your way. Continue your steadfast in faith and staying grounded here. You need to get out into nature. Okay, barefoot into nature here. I'm hearing, collective. Uh, Your spirit team needs you to commune with them a little more here. Spend a little bit more time either at your altar, praying in your prayer closet, whatever that it is that you do to connect to God, to getting grounded here. Your star player, yoga, meditation, prayer, fasting, altar work, breathing techniques, whatever that it is that you need to do to get grounded, to stay connected here. This is the time to do it, especially during this full moon as we're still in this energy here, surrendering to the divine here, because you are ending a tough cycle for a group of you. It's already approaching here. You like, thank the Lord. Okay, yeah. So congratulations on that as you move forward here. This is going to do it for your reading, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below if this message does resonate. Until then, I will check you guys later. Peace.